This was the day when they met again, after 43 years. As boys, they suffered together. As men, they have suffered alone. This was the day they heard from a courtroom that they'd finally been believed, after 43 years.
He's like a care sibling to me. We were in the same place at the same time and both suffering in the same way, yet we didn't know then, of course, about each other. It's very strange.
I'm hearing things that I remember, but I thought were like dreamlike, hearing Keith's memories and what we've talked about. It's real now. Because I haven't seen him for so long, it's kind of like makes everything real.
Their childhoods were broken by this man, John Allen, who ran a series of homes in North Wales that appeared respectable.
Well, I think it's been a very good day. I think both schools, that's both Cotsbrook and Bryn Allen, have had a good competition so far.
I know John Allen has been on trial for abuse, but Bryn Allen should have been on trial too. The institution should have been on trial. It's no way to treat vulnerable children or young people, and that is what we were. Everyone had a different story. We weren't all naughty boys, and even if we were, that was not the way to deal with us. We've been painted in the public eye sometimes as if we were all ex-Borstal boys, and we weren't. He was 6. He was a little baby boy. I've looked at his picture, and as a dad, I want to rescue him. I look at pictures of myself and think, how did I ever get put in there? Where were the people who were supposed to protect us? John Allen had carte blanche freedom to do what he liked and groom us any way he liked.
That was because he created this empire.
It became an empire, yes, but I've always said it was like a sweet factory, and he had a sweet tooth. He created a world where he could have access at his whim to vulnerable young boys. It was sold as fun, horse riding, pony trekking, canoeing, camping, boys' club stuff. But that's not the way it really was. It was cold, heartless. It was regimental. We were being treated like we were in the commandos, and we were just kids. It was ruled by staff, and John Allen in particular, but also the older lads, because they themselves were in fear of not doing what they were told. So everybody had somebody to be frightened of. Trust has been a huge issue which affects all aspects of my life. Business life, personal life, relationships with people, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of guilt because I should have stopped it. It's had a deeper psychological effect which I wasn't even aware of for years because I developed coping mechanisms, which is what they call it. Ways of running through life at 100 miles an hour, pretending nothing had happened and trying to cover it up. Trying drugs, trying sex, trying money, trying excitement, just trying anything and everything other than looking in the mirror and listening to my own voice in my own head saying, listen, you need to do something about this.
The abuse made me totally paranoid. I literally thought that even though when he was abusing me, it was just me and him, I always thought people knew about the abuse. I would walk into a room and I would think people were whispering about me and saying, oh, look at this dirty he's had sex with her. And that's what I used to think.
They always knew he was guilty, but now John Allen is facing the rest of his life in prison.
I want to walk away from here today and never to think about it again, ever. That is not going to happen, but part of me just wants to run away. It's still fearful. There is still a little voice in your head going, what is John Allen going to do to me now? I know that's not rational. He can't harm me now. But part of my brain thinks he can.
It will never leave them. But 4 decades on, they've finally been believed. Tom Parmenter, Sky News.